What is going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I have part 5 of the free-to-play money making methods. We're going to be looking at 5 different methods you can do to make GP on Oldschool Runescape in free-to-play. This is mainly for the new players. I haven't done one in a long time. I actually have a playlist below in the description which will show you the previous free-to-play money makers I've done. Because the game is always being updated, new free-to-play money making methods always arise, and today we're going to be going over 5 unique ones that you could use to make yourself some quick gold in the game so you can advance further on your adventures. I tried to pick methods that were very easy with minimum requirements, if any, so without further ado, guys, let's get started with the first method. For method number 1, we are going to be starting in Lumbridge and simply just buying beer from the bartender north of the Lumbridge Castle entrance. All you are going to need is a bit of starting cash. You could even use the 25 GP you got off Tutorial Island and still make quite a decent profit. All you need to do for this method is talk to the bartender, press spacebar, then the number 1 on your keyboard, and then spacebar again, and then spacebar one more time. You will pay 2 coins for an item that is traded for 29 gold on the Grand Exchange, which is where we will be selling it to after. Once you have a full inventory of the beer, you are simply just going to bank them. And whilst you could use the bank in Lumbridge all the way on the 3rd floor, there is actually a method to make this much quicker. Scroll down on the world list until you see world 371, the free-to-play PvP world. You're going to hop to this. Be careful, it is dangerous. In world 371, it is dangerous in most areas, so do not have any wealth you are willing to lose. But as you can see, there is a bank chest right here in the entrance of Lumbridge Castle. You can simply just bank the beers, run to the shop, and keep buying more. All you need to bring with you is 56 GP to fill up an inventory because each beer is 2 each. It is very unlikely that a PKer is going to kill you anyways here, but this is going to generate you a lot of good starting cash, and there is absolutely no skill requirement. All you have to do is a bit of talking with this guy. Alright, so this is probably the last inventory. We only have 10 seconds left, but it has been an hour, and we are at 829 beers. We are going to unnote all of them, head to the Grand Exchange, and see exactly how much we spent and how much profit we made. So for 823 beers, we spent 1,646 GP. If we go to the Grand Exchange and sell these, the beers will sell for 29 if you leave them in, but I'm just going to insta-sell them for 26 each, and we got 21k 398 GP. And by the end of the hour, we profited 20,000 GP. The reason this method will always work and is so easy is because people will always need beers for various quests in the game. Now that you've accumulated a bit of starting cash in the game, we can segue into method 2. For method 2, we are going to be buying sapphires from the gem shop in Falador. If you open the world map, you will notice in the southwest corner of Falador a gem shop just west of the White Knight's castle. Once you arrive here, quickly run down with some cash in your inventory and make your way to the store. You will see an NPC named Herquin, and all you have to do is trade him and buy the uncut sapphire and normal sapphire. Then you just have to hop to a different world, buy the sapphires, and repeat. This is all you need to do, and I'll show you why this is very, very effective. If you check the value of these sapphires in the store, you will see the uncut version is 25 and the cut version is 257. We spent 550 GP on these 4 sapphires, and they are worth 1.9k, so each world you're profiting around 4 times more than you are spending. To make hopping worlds easier, click the arrow above the stars in the world selector and you will see you will get all the free-to-play worlds in a nice sorted list. The reason this method is now very, very effective is because there is no limit on how many times you can hop worlds in a single session of playing. This was actually recently changed, and now you can hop worlds as much as you want. This makes any method buying from shops extremely effective, and you can turn an insane profit. Just so you guys can get an idea of how much you can make with just as little as 20k as I started with, I will do one inventory and show you the profit. Alright, so we've already almost made 10k profit, and we've barely been doing this. I'm gonna see how quickly I can do one inventory from the bank. I have the timer ready. Everyone's gonna have a different amount of cash, but you really don't need that much to start. For each inventory, you will only need around 4,000 gold, so we are gonna start the timer, and I'm gonna see how fast I can get this filled up to give you guys how much cash you can make in 1 hour doing this method. Alright, so it's about 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get from the bank to the shop, buy everything, and then come back to the bank, which is absolutely insane. I'm so surprised that there aren't any bots doing this. Every single world actually has the shop in stock. I thought a drawback of this method would be that there are a lot of people doing this, but I guess it's just kind of hidden and nobody really knows. In that trip, we profited 9,274 GP. Assuming we could do trips in 2.5 minutes, that means we could do 24 trips in the hour, giving us over 200k profit an hour. Ridiculous for free to play. You don't even need that much cash for this method as well. This is probably one of the most consistent methods, although if a lot of people start doing it, you won't get open worlds with the sapphires in the shop, but that is okay because we have 3 methods left. Let's head on over to method 3. Completing beginner clue scrolls is going to be method number 3. Now I do have an entire video of me starting a fresh account and getting a bond just doing beginner clue scrolls. Some of the rewards can go for over 100k from these, and they are extremely easy to do. I really recommend watching the video. I will leave the link in the description to this one, because once you learn how to do these, not only are they fun, but very profitable. For method number 4, we are going to be looting chaos runes located in the wilderness. In the Dark Warriors Fortress, you're going to run straight northwest from Edgeville, and you should end up at the fortress. There is a 5 chaos rune spawn on the ground, and we can hop worlds to collect them quite quickly. I would recommend bringing anchovy pizza, which is the best type of food for free to play, and a Boroque teleport in runes. I am on Lunar Spellbook, which is a member's spellbook, but I do recommend bringing a teleport in case PKers try to kill you. This is one of the riskiest methods, but also one of the most rewarding. This method can actually make you more than the Sapphire method, and I'll show you why in just a second. Once you're in the tower, just run all the way to the room in the northwest. Once you are here, you will see the chaos rune on the ground. Now all you have to do is just hop worlds on this tile, and you can just loot them as much as you want. If you have not been in the area for over 10 minutes, the level 8 Dark Warrior in this room will attack you and can be quite annoying, so I would just recommend bringing a weapon to actually kill it. It is quite weak and will die very, very quickly. But after 10 minutes, these guys will not be a problem, and you can just continuously hop worlds. For each world hop, you are making 380 GP, which is absolutely crazy because you aren't spending any money to get these chaos runes. You're just hopping worlds. After 5 minutes of timing myself hopping, I managed to pick up a fresh 235 chaos runes, which equates to 17.8k profit. If I were to keep going for the full 1 hour, this would be around 213k profit, surprisingly coming short compared to the Sapphire method. I would still highly recommend doing this though. If you are a low level, just bring some food and you can get yourself some easy cash. The last and final method is actually one I've included in one of the previous free-to-play money-making methods, and it is flipping. This is where you buy an item for less than you're going to sell it back for on the Grand Exchange. This is one of those methods that will always be around, and I'll always recommend to players because it is just so effective. Of course, you do need a decent starting cash size. I would recommend over 100,000 GP. Someone I highly recommend you check out, and I will leave their advanced flipping guide in the description, is Flipping Old School. This guy is the go-to person to watch if you want to learn how to do this. If you have cash lying around in the bank, it's just wasting its time in the bank. It could be flipping items for profits overnight on the Grand Exchange, and I do it all the time to maintain bonds on the members' worlds. But yeah, that is going to conclude the video, guys. I hope you found this useful if you are a new free-to-play player and you get out there and start making some GP in the game. If some of these methods are too crowded after this video, remember I have 4 other videos you can look back on and they work just as well. If you guys are new around here, be sure to subscribe, and if you liked the video, slap a like. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.